Welcome everyone to the Campus Insider session. I am Sanika Mate, your friend, your mentor, and guide, welcoming everyone to you to this lovely session where we are hosting Atlas Skilltech University students, which is also called ISME. All right. And we have Suhani Shah and Om Narkhere with us, who are second year students, and they are both pursuing BBA. So, if you are looking at knowing more about how BBA is delivered at Atlas, you are at the right place. Okay, so let's start with your introduction and understand more about their profile. So, we would go ladies first here, Suhani. Can you please let everybody know about your profile? Can you introduce yourself?
I am Suhani. I've studied from ICSE from Jamnabai Nursery School. Then afterwards, I did my junior college in Mitibai. I did HSC, and now I'm here in Atlas Skilltech University pursuing BBA. I also am I'm studying marketing as my specialization right now, and yeah.
Okay, let me ask you a few questions. Okay, tell me what was your 12th course?
12th score,
70s.
70.
70s. Okay.
Yeah.
What were you pursuing? Was it commerce with maths? Was it humanities?
Yeah, it was commerce.
Okay, was maths included in it?
No.
It was not included. Okay. So Suhani, can you help me out with understanding what exactly were your options when it comes to boiling down to Atlas itself?
I was looking for NMIMS, Matibai, and Atlas, and I was inclined towards Atlas because the courses they were offering, and yeah.
Okay, because of the courses what they were offering, you felt that this was a good opportunity for you. Okay, thank you so much for that. Can you please, introduce yourself to the students?
Hi guys, I'm from Pune. So I went to Mumbai for my college. I studied in Elpro International in Pune. I did my commerce without maths, and I actually didn't want to go really far from Pune. I just wanted to have a short distance ride where I can just come home whenever I want to. That's why I took Mumbai, and the reason I couldn't take any maths was because I didn't have maths. So I couldn't do BBA there because they required maths. So because of that, I felt that Atlas is a good opportunity which I should grab upon. And yeah, the curriculum is really good, and I have been enjoying it as of now.
Fantastic. So tell me something, Om. What were your 12 percentage? What was the scores you got in
I
12?
was 82.6, something like that. Yeah.
82.6.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And the options you mentioned that you had NMIMS, but unfortunately you wanted to, but because you opted out of it, was not really an option.
Yeah.
Okay. So both of you had your own reasons to pursue or to boil down to Atlas because you wanted to pursue BBA at the same time you wanted a university which is closer, nearby. Okay. So when it comes to Atlas as a university, what exactly was the admission process like? Let's start with you. What was the admission process like?
So I did my admission in December of 2022. So I did it really early because I wanted to have options as well. So the process was there was exam aptitude test, which was I think for 20 marks or something, 20 questions, 20 marks. Then there was a GD, which was a group discussion round, and then there was a personal interview. Yeah.
Okay. So first they ask you to give a test,
Yeah.
then
So we
the
have to come to
GD.
Atlas. For that, we have to come to Atlas.
Oh,
Yeah, it's an offline test.
that's
It's not an
I
online test.
think from now on, they are taking online also. Like first year students took online.
okay. So it was the first year students who took online. Okay. This year is what they have started online because
This
that is
year.
what exactly is mentioned on the website as well. Okay. So is the same process available right now as well?
I don't
Um,
Yeah, I
know.
think
or yes, so it is available online. And online, you will have to make sure that when you're submitting your application, you will have to fill your SOP. So now what happens is, so this is something which we are talking about last year when you were filling the form. From this year, they are taking the statement of purpose with the application, and the application can be filled online. Okay.
As well, SOP.
Okay, even last year. So
Yeah.
last year with the application, the statement of purpose was required. Okay, and How did you write your statement of purpose?
So I had a friend who helped me with it. He had a perfect score at the SAT. So I was like, he's the best person to help me here. So
Oh,
yeah, so I took his help and then yeah.
Yeah,
what about you, Suhan?
I took
Experience?
help from a friend only.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it difficult, as in they ask too many questions, Suhani, for SOP?
No, you just need to write something like about yourself and why do you want to come to Atlas, like the basics.
Okay. Why you want to join Atlas and what
Like
exactly
what's
your
your
5 year
future
goals?
goals and like everything about that.
Okay, fantastic. So when you submit your application, is PI very grilling? What was your experience with the personal interview with Atlas?
It wasn't that grilling. It was just a normal conversation. It was not really that difficult for me because I mean they asked really normal and basic questions like why do you want to join Atlas and all. That's it.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
not that difficult. It's something which just a conversation, which happens in the interview. Same
It's,
thing, same
it's
experience, but
just
you
to
have.
understand
Mhm.
who the person is. Like I
Okay.
think that's yeah.
But I think like interview was one of the most important part for getting an Atlas, and so was the group discussion. So group discussion was basically like they made six students sit. They asked us to like talk about some topic what the teacher gave, and yeah, then they was just seeing like how we were like talking about it.
Okay, that is interesting. So once the admission process was done, the personal interview was done, you were provided the offer letters and you eventually decided to join the Atlas University. Okay. Somebody is asking a question. What are the requirements and deadline for the application? Okay. So for Atlas University, if you are looking at applying, the applications are very much open. You can definitely go ahead and apply right now. The requirement, I mean, there is nothing as a requirement if you're looking at, if you have your 10 scores with you, 10 plus 2 is what they are looking at. They are accepting CBSE board, state board, Council of India, which is ICSE, CISCE, I'm sorry about that, and 10 plus 2. So if you are a 10 plus 2 and if you're doing IGCSE, then you need to minimum around 5 subjects. Okay. So these are little qualification. If you're looking at requirements, then these are the requirements Atlas has. The applications are very much open and you can go ahead and fill the application for Atlas. Okay. And if you're looking at any further information in terms of scores, then if you're looking at doing BBA, an aggregate of 50% marks are required in your 12th standard if you are looking at doing BBA. Okay. So just a little FYI for all of you. I hope that answers the question. Now let's move to the interesting part, which is getting into the first year. It's a new age university. If a lot of you are not aware, when Tim Cook arrived in India, that was one of the universities he actually, kind of visited. So I am very keen to understand because it's a new age university, how exactly the first year was delivered to you guys and how the first year was presented. Starting with you.
So first year was not really that difficult, I felt, because they really helped us a lot with going through our presentations and our exams as well. Because most of our exams were based on presentations, and they graded you on the basis of your confidence, your speech, your content which you have given there. And we had research papers as well, which was I think the first time I've written a research paper, and that too twice. So for the first semester, I had to write two research papers, and the internship. You have to do a compulsory internship. I think at all the years. I mean, this year as well, we have to do an internship as well. So
So you
So
are saying that research papers are in the first year.
yeah.
Oh, that is something which is pretty new. Suhani, would you like to add something to that?
I didn't have to write two research papers. I just had one. And you have an option to like group up with like three people, or you can do it solo or just with one person. Plus the internship, you can either do an internship, like go to an NGO, or you can do family business too. But you need to show a certificate and like show some proof that you were like doing it for like a few certain hours they ask for.
Okay, and what exactly are the hours they are asking for?
I think it was 180 hours.
Okay, 180 hours. Okay, so in case if a student is not really able to find internship for themselves, does Atlas help the student with the internship?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
They do. Okay. Okay. Just out of curiosity, because up till now I've never really heard anyone speaking about research paper in the first year. Okay. So how exactly you end up with your research paper in the first year? Is it because of a certain subject what you opt for? Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, it's
So
like they give you choices of subjects as well. So you can opt in for that. So in my first year, I dropped finance because I knew I wanted to do marketing. So I really don't have to do finance if I have to, if my focus is on marketing. So I took sustainability. So we get these options for the subjects. So
And
accordingly, then they have their curriculum and then we have to do research.
And I had taken finance because I wanted to know the basics about it. Like the first year is basically like the subjects they offer are the ones which you will get in depth for the second and the third year. And the fourth year, if you opt for it, it's an optional year. So yeah, so we had marketing and management research papers, like either one. And I had opted for a marketing research paper.
okay, so you've opted for the marketing research paper, which is interesting. Uh, okay, now when it comes to your, your campus is concerned with the academics being, is it very rigorous, the whole program for BBA? Is it very rigorous?
Not really.
Not really. Okay, so what exactly the attendance looks like?
75% is compulsory. Like anything about
70,
70%.
oh, 75% is compulsory.
And every week, like on Fridays, they send a mail to our parents, but like talking about our like showing the attendance graph on the mail. So like they know like how
Oh.
much your child has attended.
And in case if a student is not able to achieve 75, then
Need to like sign an undertaking and submit it to the teacher, whichever teacher is in charge. And then after that, you'll get your hall ticket and you'll be able to give the exams.
so they are pretty disciplined when it comes to attendance.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
As per the dress code, you mentioned jeans are not allowed, it's formals because of the visits which happens. Okay. In the first year, when we are talking about the first year, what are the subjects normally you study in BBA, Atlas BBA? What exactly you study? Can we start with you, Suhani? And in case if she's listening something, please, join and complete that. So what are the
Yeah.
subjects you are studying in the first year?
Marketing, we had principles of management, then we had DBT, I
Yeah.
forgot the full form.
Business technologies.
Yeah. Then I had taken stats and finance. Then we have elective, which is like they give you options out of like 20 or 30 subjects. You can choose anything, and it's like a vast variety of options from like banking to like even dance and music. So you have like a lot of options and electives. If I'm missing out on anything, you can say.
So I took sustainability. So that was my subject for first semester and second semester. And I took stats as well. We had digital marketing in the second semester. They introduced that subject just for people who want to pursue marketing or who are thinking of pursuing marketing. It was meant for actually them, but then it was integrated in this as a subject. And I think, yeah, I think that should be the number of,
This is
Like
I think.
like I said, first year has like variety of subjects where you'll get to know what you like more. So later for the second year and the third year, you can choose correctly when the specializations comes in place.
and the specialization normally is selected in the second year.
Yeah, like after the first year ends.
After the first year ends, you decide
Yeah.
the specialization. So, what are the specialization offered by Atlas? And then right now, what are the options you have when it comes to specialization?
So there are two major specializations which you can take. You can take marketing or finance. You can take them as a whole, or you can pair them with entrepreneurship or business
Data
analytics. I think.
analysis.
Yeah. So you can do any combination between them, but marketing and finance has to be the core ones. So I took
Okay,
marketing and entrepreneurship.
And I've taken only marketing.
fantastic. So, marketing and entrepreneurship. Now, this is something out of curiosity I wanted to understand because I'm sure the students who are there joining us, they might want to possibly opt for something. I want to give them a perspective in terms of what are your reasons to opt for marketing. Okay, starting with you, Om, what are your reasons to opt for marketing?
So I really didn't like finance since I've been in the 11. So I knew finance was not for me. So, and I have really interests in business as well, like the field business. So I was like, fine. Then I think doing one, I didn't want to do only marketing. That's why I took marketing and entrepreneurship. That was the main reason for that, actually.
Okay, and for you, Sohani?
I was never a numbers person. Like I took numbers in the first year just to like know more about it, but I had dropped it in 11, 12. So it was very difficult for me to like cope up with it. But like I managed. It was not that difficult because of the teachers. They helped me out. I told them like I haven't taken maths. So like, I'll need some help. And they give an option while starting the year for some course which you can like join for the people who haven't taken maths.
Yeah.
They help you out in that to teach you the basics of what you'll miss out, like what you have missed out on. And marketing has always been like very fascinating to me, and I've always like loved marketing. So yeah.
Okay. I think you get a I'm getting a pretty good clarity for the reasons students pick up subjects. Okay, very clearly that numbers nahi chahiye to marketing le lo. You pursue humanities so you can stay away from math. I think that's how it works. Okay. I think we spoke a lot about the dress code and how the academics and the curriculum and how exactly the discipline works. I'm very keen to understand in terms of festivals. Does Atlas or ISME have their own festival? Anything which can you give a little details on that?
Yeah, so they have like clubs, like around 6 or 7 clubs who keep on having like some of the other events. So you can join a club as a like you can join the club as a member, and later on you can get a higher position in the club. And there's nothing specific except one festival what we have, which is I think an inter-college festival. I forgot the name of the
Millennium.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that is an inter-college
I'm sorry,
festival.
what is I didn't catch the name. Can you repeat the name, please?
Millennium.
Elenim. Okay, is the name for the festival. And this particular intercollegiate competition includes what?
Everything, like I think dance and all that as
Yeah,
well,
they
and
have
sports.
gaming and everything in that.
Okay.
I'm not
And is it
sure.
like a big festival?
I
It's
have,
the of the year, I think.
yeah, like my friends from the other colleges, like they ask me about it. So it seems big. But yeah.
Okay. Okay. Tell me something. When it comes to, the fees and the clubs are concerned, it eventually, if because I interact with a lot of students, it plays a very crucial role for the students' personality development. You learn leadership qualities and people management. Is it an opportunity which is open for all when, for these clubs and communities? Is it something which is very much encouraged by Atlas?
Yeah, it is. And it's open for all. So like you need to again give an interview for the club, and then they select you, and you can be a member of how many ever clubs you want.
Okay. And are you, either of you, are a part of any club or member of any club?
I was last year, but not this year.
That was last year.
Okay. So first year, you guys have decided to actually work in terms of the membership. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. I am, a while back we were talking about the internship aspect of Atlas, where they give you internship for the first year itself. And for the viewers who are right now watching, the students who are watching, Atlas actually, the new age university, what we call, is renowned for this particular reason, where they actually focus on the practical learning. And that is the reason why, if you look at other universities, there is the internship aspect would only start from the second year. Okay. But Atlas or ISME, the university, the school name, they actually make sure that the internship is something which starts from the first year itself. Okay. My questions right now are mainly based on the internship aspect and Sohan. Okay. So at the start of the year, the internship works towards the end of your first year
Yeah.
Yeah.
is done. Okay. So with the end of this first year, how do you decide that this is the place you would want to intern, or this is the role you want to kind of opt for in terms of internship? Is there any faculty to guide you as students, or what is the process like? Either of you who knows the detail, can you please help us with that?
Till I know, like if you don't have any internship in mind, like if you're not going, you can go through Atlas, like they'll help you out with the internship you're looking for. If something like specific, like marketing or like finance or like anything specific, they'll help you out with it. Or else like they are okay with you finding your own internship as well. But I had personally opted for family business because that's what I want to do like after Atlas. So I was interning with my mom. I was doing marketing there only.
Okay. For you, how exactly? So where have you interned, Om?
So I did in Pune only. I found it myself.
Okay, and can you give a little details about that, about the company and what exactly the whole, internship
So
role was?
yeah, so it was my friend's company which I interned at. I was doing a marketing and operations role there. So basically, going through the day, how things are going, if they are going right, like supervising. But on the marketing hand, I was there with the owner itself, and I had attended few meetings, and it was a great experience. I think it was a much needed for what I'm going to do for further. So yeah.
Okay.
Internships actually help you like get to know what do you want to do further. Like if like you do an internship and if you don't like it, then you'll know, okay, fine, this is not meant for me and I can do something else now.
Okay. So with your second year, which is starting, which is started, I think it's almost half of your second year is almost done. So what exactly the year looks like in terms of examinations, in terms of so how exactly the examinations are held in Atlas? So Hani, can you give a little detail?
So for midterms, we have MCQ based exams, and some of them are also presentations. It depends on the classes, like it depends on the subject. So few are MCQ and few are presentations. And again, same with NSEMs, which is like which is also like half are written and half are presentations. It depends on the subjects.
Okay. And when you are looking at the SEM, if you can help me out, when you're looking at the semesters, okay, what are the kind of, how exactly you guys are rated on? What are the pointers? Is it CGPA or is it any kind of a percentage Atlas works with?
So it was CGPA only. It is out of 10. But then they have this relative marking, something like that, where if the person from a class or the sub from like who's the topper gets the A plus or O is the highest grade there in Atlas. And then it starts from there. So it's like a percentile, how it starts from the highest. So it's kind of like that. That was what we were told in
So,
first year, in the
okay.
first year's in exam. Yeah.
So basically, the class topper, so there is nothing as so the benchmarking of the class is done according to the highest marks which the student get, and accordingly the student get the grades.
It's
And
something like that.
Also, with like attendance also plays like 10% part of it and everything. Attendance, then like how you interact in the class, of course your marks, and yeah.
okay, so with the whole journey where you are, you're studying BBA, there are two batches because I think the first batch which passed out was 2 years back. Okay, what do you see your seniors doing with Atlas? What exactly is it more of masters what they opt for, or do you see them doing entrepreneurship? What exactly do you see with your seniors? Have you interacted with any?
I think it's a mix of both.
It's a mix of both.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. If does anyone have any questions related to the university, they can always ask me in the Q&A and I'll be more than happy to answer them. Okay. So right now while I'm discussing with you both, Suhani and Om, I understand that Atlas is a new age university. Okay. When it comes to BBA, it definitely what ideally Atlas looking at, or kind of coaching where you would be able to get a very practical learning. Do you find both of you getting the same thing from the university, practical learning, making sure that you understand the nitty-gritties of once, or you are job ready. Once you go on the job front, you would be able to manage everything. Do you think 3 years, 4 years down the line, you would be able to do that?
Yeah, easily. Like right now, the very like practical base, it's not like how ICSE was for me. It was
Educational.
rote learning and everything. This is a majority like practical stuff. And like this helps also with when you do internships. So also it helps in like other ways. Even in family business, it helped me.
Okay. And if a lot of you don't know, or possibly students who have joined later on, they don't know where the Atlas University is. Atlas University is located in Mumbai in Bandra complex. Okay. So just in case if students are trying to recollect where the university is. Now coming to the placement aspect. Okay. If you go on the on the website for Atlas Skilltech University and you scroll through, you would be able to see a lot of students being placed in terms of internships for the placement. When you talk about placement, Atlas is renowned for, for the recruiters coming from a lot of big companies. When I say big companies, I'm talking about EY, I'm talking about Google. Okay. But that is specifically for the MBA students. However, when we look at for BBA students are able to, get the placements again in there are banks available, and then there are a lot of Zomato for that matters. So that's what the information, what the you would be able to get on their website. At the same time, if you are looking at internships, the internships from Marico, JM Financial, HDFC Life, FedEx, Dentsu, all these companies are kind of highlighted or to be shown when it comes to internships and the placements are concerned. If you are looking at Atlas as one of the opportunities for you to do BBA, a good university, definitely you should go ahead and apply. If you need any support, mentors are available to make sure that you are guided and you get the information about the university. Okay. I hope that answers the question when it comes to placement is concerned, because placement is something which, which you need to opt for with every university. So, for example, there are 100 students in the class and, 10 students decide to do masters and they don't really want placement. Other 20 decide to do entrepreneurship. So the remaining 70 students would eventually go for placements. And according to Atlas, definitely the students get placed. So if you are looking at more information, you can always go to the website and you would get all the details you are looking out for. All right, then. Suhani, and I think the information related to the university definitely helped me understand the university better. Okay. Thank you so much for taking out time and doing this particular, session with us. It really helped me to understand the university better and to guide the students better. Thank you so much for taking our time and joining.
Thank you for having.
Thank
Most welcome, and both of you do well. All the best. And in case, if any of my student would need support, I would make sure that I reach out to you. So thank you all.
Yeah, thank you.
thank you.
All right, students, this was about the Atlas Skilltech University. I hope this particular session was helpful for all of you. In case if you need more details, please mention in the comment box. We'll be more than happy to answer that for you. All the best, do well, and bye-bye. Bye, Sahani. Bye, Om. Take care.
Bye.